So welcome everybody to A Course in Miracles, Lessons in Miracles. I'm Karen Palmer and I'm here with the beautiful Auntie Jean, beautiful Christine, Elizabeth, and Sunny,
Yeah.
and beautiful Charlie Charming.
Hello, everyone.
So we're going to start off by quieting all of our busyness and just letting the breath be our focal point, and just starting to rest in love, to just rest in that beautiful feeling of peace and beauty and grace. All are synonymous with love. And as we rest in that love, we just let everything that isn't love float by us as we remember the truth. Only love is real. Everything else is a very poor substitute. And we can let those substitutions that we made when we believed something that never happened and thought that we were separate from the source of all love, and thought we were that cloud just floating in the sky, but we are the sky. The clouds are just floating by, but we are one with our source, with all that is, with love, with God, and we rest in that. And as we rest, this thought will bring us rest and quiet and peace and stillness. This thought has power to wake the sleeping truth in us, a vision that sees beyond all the appearances, all the madness, all the insanity, the craziness of this world that comes and goes, and loss and gain, and all the duality and the differences, and all the silliness of the belief in a separation. But we see beyond those appearances to the same truth in everyone and everything. Here is the end of all suffering for all the world, and for everyone who ever came and yet will come to linger here in the land of make-believe, where we're pretending to be apart from source and from all creation. What a silly game to play. And now we remember. It's just a game. We can stop playing with the silly toys and the trinkets and all the things that we thought would bring us joy and happiness and love and peace, and rest in the knowledge and the certainty that we have everything and that we are everything. And now that we know that, we radiate that and extend that to every being in creation, so that every beautiful living being in creation feels the power and the strength, that miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. And we are one with that strength and that light. And we allow the miracles to flow like water in a river with so much gratitude. Here is the thought in which all creation is free to recognize itself and to come home forever. So we will come back to this moment feeling very refreshed, feeling so revitalized, feeling so grateful to be back in the arms of our family, and knowing that even when we are physically apart, and we love you, Mama P. We know how busy you are and running around. And even though we know we're not physically together, we feel and know in our heart there is no separation. There is no distance. There is no space. There is no time. It's all love. Just like my shirt says, it's all love.
Yup, me way too, Carolyn, too. All
You
about
got it
love.
too. It's all love. It's
Oh,
all love.
nice. No, my shirt doesn't say that. Mine
It's
says
all love.
yours.
It's
I
beautiful.
I love coffee.
Yes, that's awesome. So when we have these moments, and you guys know, and everybody has had challenges. We're all facing lots of challenges in this time space reality. It's all challenges. You know? So I just love the feeling of, even though I'm watching it, there's a beautiful passage in the Bible that says, "Be a passerby." And that's what I found myself being in all. It was like I couldn't take one more thing. I couldn't handle one more thing happening, and I had to just sit back, get some popcorn, and watch the movie play out. You know, and just stop and let that beautiful stillness take over. And it's amazing how our lesson, the lesson that we're discussing is to give and receive, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So to give and to receive are one in truth, to me, means that because I have everything, and because I am everything, and because all of creation has everything, and all of creation is everything, there is nothing lacking in this experience. And when we give the gifts that have been given to us as grace, as peace, as joy, as love, they multiply and they expand. But when we hold on to upsets and disappointments and frustrations, even, we're giving that to creation. And so I realized that that was a powerful thing for me when I caught myself in the middle of it, because I felt very justified in my frustration. I felt I have a right to be upset about all these things that are happening. And then I thought to myself, why would I choose to be upset when I've been given all of these incredible gifts. And I just kept coming back to that. I just kept coming back to that. And that's how we give and receive at the same time, you know? For me, that's how I interpret the lesson. And so I'd love to hear how you interpret it.
That's pretty much the same way I interpreted it. But you're human. We're all human, and those human emotions. After the session yesterday, Gracie and I were talking, and we were talking about the time that Jesus in the garden asked his father, "Can you take this cup from me?" And I was telling Gracie that I loved Jesus so much at that time because it showed me how human he was. That he was truly flesh and blood, although we all are spirit, but he was like me in that when something like that happens, you have emotions and you're going to have them, but you have them temporarily because, like you said, you fall back just as Jesus said, "Your will be done." And that's what I think we have to tell ourselves is, okay, I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling upset right now, but everything's going to be okay. Everything has already been fixed. Everything's okay. And your will be done, Father. Your will be done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. And it's true, giving and receiving is the same thing. The joy that happens in the giving comes back to you in the receiving like 100-fold.
Yeah.
So, and it also made me feel good to think that I was also giving to my creator at the same time too. I'm sorry, Charlie, did I talk on top of you?
No, I was going to say, they say it comes back tenfold, hundredfold, whatever. When you give, you do receive back, without a doubt.
Well, let's argue about whether it's tenfold or 100-fold.
It's thousands.
I'm just teasing.
A billion.
A billion, a million. In other words, it's uncountable.
It's infinite.
It's infinite.
And eternal.
In Spanish, there 50.
Ooh, pretty. I love that.
Means 100. But if you accent it a little bit different, you say 50. It means without count. You can't. It's impossible to count it. So it's 50 without count.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hello, Joanne. Welcome.
Hi, Joanne.
Man.
Yeah.
I sure hope their flooding's all done with in Florida.
Oh, I hope so too.
Yeah.
Christine, did you want to share anything, honey bun?
I am happy. It's flower season right now, and I appreciate in my garden lately too. I have a baby with a tornado in my patio actually from my home with Depot. We got it Saturday, and they are juicing baby with tornadoes all over, buddy. They're my miracle.
She has tomatoes already.
I bet they're delicious.
Let's see that green thumb.
They're not. They're not ready yet.
Not ready yet,
No,
but
no.
you're starting to see
Right.
the.
Yeah, we bought it by Saturday. It was
Okay.
Well, it is what. Yeah, I mean it's April, so you'll have a really great abundance of them for summer, huh?
yeah.
Oh, and Joanne says the flooding is all done. Thank you, Joanne, for sharing with
Oh, thank
us.
you, Joanne. Wonderful. I'm so glad.
We're so grateful.
Mm.
So we have a beautiful lesson. Beautiful, beautiful lesson to really expand into tomorrow for our lesson. When we wake up in the morning, I rest in God.
Love that.
I rest in love. I rest in the allness. I rest in the universe. I rest in source. Rest is so beautiful. So when we wake up in the morning, the first thing we want to do is this. We ask for rest today and quietness, unshaken by the world's appearances. We ask for peace and stillness in the midst of the turmoil born of clashing dreams. We ask for safety and for happiness, although we seem to look on danger and on sorrow. We have the thought that will answer our asking with what we request. I rest in God. This thought will bring to you the rest and quiet, the peace and stillness, and the safety and the happiness that you've been seeking. I rest in God. This thought has the power to wake the sleeping truth in you, whose vision sees beyond appearances, to that same truth in everyone and everything there is. Here is the end of suffering for all the world and everyone who ever came and yet will come to linger for a while. Here is the thought in which the Son of God is born again to recognize himself. I rest in God, completely undismayed. This thought will carry you through storms and strife, past misery and pain, past loss and death, and onward to the certainty of God. There is no suffering it cannot heal. There is no problem that it cannot solve, and no appearance but will turn to truth before the eyes of you who rest in God. This is the day of peace. You rest in God, and while the world is torn by winds of hate, your rest remains completely undisturbed. Yours is the rest of truth. Appearances cannot intrude on you. You call to all to join in your rest, and they will hear and come to you because you rest in God. They will not hear another voice, for yours because you gave your voice to God, and now you rest in him and let him speak through you. In him you have no cares and no concerns, no burdens, no anxiety, no pain, no fear of the future, and no past regrets. In timelessness you rest, while time goes without its touch upon you. For you can rest, for your rest can never change in any way at all. You rest today, and as you close your eyes, sink into stillness. Let these periods of rest and respite reassure your mind that all its frantic fantasies were but the dreams of a fever that had passed away. Let it be still and thankfully accept its healing. No more fearful dreams will come now that you rest in God. Take time today to slip away from dreams and into peace. Each hour that you take your rest today, a tired mind is suddenly made glad. A bird with broken wings begins to sing. A stream long dry begins to flow again. The world is born again each time you rest. And hourly remember that you came to bring the peace of God into the world, that it might take its rest along with you. With each 5 minutes that you rest today, the world is nearer waking, and the time when rest will be the only thing there is to comes closer to all worn and tired minds. Too weary now to go their way alone, and they will hear the bird begin to sing and see the stream begin to flow again, and hope reborn and energy restored to walk with lightened steps along the road that suddenly seems easy as they go. You rest within the peace of God today and call upon your brothers from your rest to draw them to their rest along with you. You will be thankful and faithful to your trust today, forgetting no one, bringing everyone into the boundless circle of your peace, the holy sanctuary where you rest. Open the temple doors and let them all come from far across the world and near as well. Your distant brothers and your closest friends. Bid them all enter here and rest with you. You rest within the peace of God today, quiet and unafraid. Each brother comes to take his rest and offer it to you. We rest together here, for thus our rest is made complete. And what we give today, we have received already. Time is not the guardian of what we give today. We give to those unborn and those passed by, to every thought of God and to the mind in which these thoughts were born and where they rest. And we remind them of their resting place each time we tell ourselves, I rest in God.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
So that'll be a beautiful day for us tomorrow. And Charlie will be having that wonderful call for him. And so that'll be a perfect time to rest and hear and listen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll rest and let God come through.
Pure presence, pure love. What a blessing to always be in love's presence.
Yeah, pure presence, everything I see and receive. Pure presence in my mind.
Yep. Let's see what Pam has to say about this.
That'll be tomorrow, yeah. Oh,
She is saying, I can do all things. What we think is only a reflection of the deepest fear holding us to the shackles of our limiting beliefs. Stephen Curry is one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. He played on 4 all NBA teams, was voted MVP twice, and recently signed the first $200 million contract in NBA. The fact that the celebrity point guard is a dwarfus 6'3" tiny compared to his fellow teammates, makes it even more remarkable that among his fortress is excelling during the clutch. You see, Stephen has an edge, a secret sauce that, while available to all of us, few of us ever use it. He employs. Lesson 109, I rest in God, getting his mojo from a higher source. He doesn't depend on his own strength, his own skills, his own training. Rather, he invokes the power of love, what I often call the radiant X. Every time he takes a shot or really does anything that matters, he invokes his mantra, I can do all things. This mantra that he put on t-shirts refers to his favorite Bible verse, the Curry one. Basketball shoes even come with lace scripted. While I'm not a big verse reciter, I gotta admit, I can do all things through that which strengthens me, is worth adding to the brain's portfolio.
All right.
Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We got a Sandra that came in.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving into the next part of our session, which is our chanting time. So we will be chanting our first chant, which is Om Gam Gana Pataye Namaha. And we will do that 3 times slow. And then we will do our 108 count all together as our beautiful family. And beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then I will take us on a short meditation into feeling that freedom. And we are doing just wonderful, Sandra. How are you? We're so grateful that you're here. Thank you for joining us. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Gam Gana Pataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflict, and violence be removed. Om Gam Gana Pataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions and illness be removed. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. 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 Om Gana Pataye
Namaha.
Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha.
Wow.
Om Gana Pataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Yaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
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 Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
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 Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
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 Namaha.
Namaha. Ganapati Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
Namaha.
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 Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapati
Namaha.
Namaha.
So let's just really feel that freedom. Feel that freedom for all creation. All that believe that they're bound, for all that believe in the illusions, that all believe in their limitations. Let us hold the vision and know with certainty the freedom for all creation. Rest in that as we go into our second chant, and our second chant is the miracle chant, and it is the chant that we radiate that love and joy and peace across the universe. We'll do that 3 times slow, and then we'll do our 108 count all together. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then I will take us into the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam myoho renge kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam myoho renge kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam myoho renge kyo. 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 Nam myoho Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Joe,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. And now we give our gratitude for the source of all that is. And we'll do that by saying Om 3 times. Just feel into that. Feel into that love, the joy, the peace, the freedom. It's all the same. Feel that beautiful frequency. Just noticing it in your own heart and slowing down your breath so that your mind and your heart are in coherence. So breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly, and just thinking about how blessed and letting those blessings that you feel radiate, extend, and expand to all creation. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace. beloved and beautiful peace. And we will declare there is peace on earth. So I'm going to ask Charlie to share out that declaration for us.
Oh, I would be honored to do this tonight. And this is something that we do we've been doing every night now for, oh gosh, how many days now? Oh, 52. 1,052 days now we've been doing this together. And what we do is after we're done the chanting, we make a declaration. And that declaration is that there's peace on earth and that peace begins inside of us. So we're going to say that as we count down from 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
We declare
that there
is peace on earth,
Oh,
and we declare that peace begins inside of us.
that's so it is.
And so it is.
Forever
Never and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Yes. And like I said, we've been doing it for 1,052 days now as a group known as
The peace
Peace for peace.
Peace for Peace.
And we are all peas here. Charlie is a P for peace. Chris is a P for peace. Karen is a P, and I'm a P. Sandra's a P, and Joanne's a P, and Con is a P, and everyone who's out there listening is a P. And there's lots of P's in this world. And my only question to you is, wouldn't you like to be a P too? A P for peace. And that way we bring peace to the earth and love. And we love you so much. Thank you. And be kind. You got to remember to be kind. Kindness is a way of showing our love to everyone.
Okay, and so we don't have our beautiful Gracie here to sing for us, so we will close the show with our
Namaste.
And yes, Sandra, it is such a beautiful feeling. Come back tomorrow, and if you'd like, you can come on with us. We're a group known as Chanting for Change, and you'll see the link in there to come if you'd like to join us.
That's correct. And even though I don't know what it says at the top of your screen, but this is a Course in Miracles.
And we do Chanting for Change right after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The meditation excavation was this morning. So, but anyway, and we should have our leader, Mama P, back tomorrow, hopefully. And maybe Gracie and Catherine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Because we always do. So we leave you with Namaste.
Namaste,
Namaste, you all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Gracie. We love you.